What's up, YouTube? Your boy DJ 2 Legit here, and you guys know that I had to make this video. I can't believe they listened to us and they actually did it. The Rane One MK2 is going to be released this year, 2025, and I am so happy. I've been waiting forever for this thing. Now, I know in my last video, I said that my 2025 New Year's resolution is no more new gear. But if you notice, I also said in that video that the only piece of gear that I was actually interested in would be a Rane One MK2. Little did I know they were going to be announcing it the very next day. I just can't keep money in my pocket now, huh? So you guys know that I'm interested in this new controller, and I'm sure you're going to see me owning it one day. So with that being said, there's a lot of things that I want to say about this new Rane One MK2. Let's just jump right in. The first thing I want to cover of the improvement that they made is we will now have onboard effects. That's right, that was one of the main complaints of the Rane One, was that you could only use software effects. Well, now they have actually included all of the onboard effects that are on the Performer, and I'm extremely happy about that, because I did get a chance to check out the Performer, and that's one of the things that I loved about the Performer is the onboard effects. They've got some great effects on there that I have never heard on any other controller before. So I am so happy and delighted to know that the new Rane One MK2 is going to have all of the effects, all of the onboard digital effects that are included in the Performer. All right, the next big improvement they did was they got rid of this search strip that they have up here. I'm glad about that because I never used that thing. It was just a waste to me. And they have replaced it with stems buttons and hotkey buttons, scratch bank, all sorts of little cool things like that. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'll be able to have stems up here and hotkeys down here. Even though I have to say, you guys know that I already re-MIDI mapped my Rane One, so I solved my stems issue already. And speaking of stems, I want to preface this by saying I did not work with Rane on the new design of the MK2. However, I wish that I would have, because I have a lot of ideas that I could have given them. But I do think that they may have used one of my ideas, but I have no proof of it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If you guys watched my video on how I re-MIDI mapped my Rane One controller, in that video, I told you that I never use the slip and the sensor buttons. These two buttons were useless to me, so what I did, I remapped them. I remapped this one to be a stem acapella, and I remapped this one to be a stem instrumental. So we have stem acapella here and stem instrumental here. I don't know if you guys know much about the new Rane One MK2, but guess what they did? Yes, they did the exact same thing. They repurposed those two buttons for the exact same thing that I did. Stem acapella and a stem instrumental. And once again, I have no proof that they got that idea from me. All I know is I put my video out showing what I did, and now they've done the same exact thing to the MK2. Coincidence? I don't know. Now, another thing that I did to my Rane One was I took this knob here, which was totally useless to me, and I remapped it to be my sampler volume control. And that works just great. What they've done on the Rane One MK2 is they've added a knob down here in this area somewhere, and they've put one of these knobs as a sampler master volume control. I don't really like that idea, but hey, it's better than nothing. So when I get my Rane One MK2, guess what? I won't be using the knob that they added. I will continue to use this one up here because I can't stand knobs down here. I hate all of these knobs. It's far easier to grab this knob here and adjust my samples than to be searching down here trying to find which knob I need to grab to turn the sampler volume down. I know they tried to help us by giving us a sampler volume control. They just did it in the wrong way. Oh well, they didn't ask me, so you get what you get. Okay, now one of the gripes that I have with my Rane One that I've learned to live with is this right here. You see these two faders? In my opinion, they are too close together. And I use my Rane One a lot. And I have on occasion accidentally moved this fader thinking it was that fader. When you're in the heat of the moment and you're mixing fast and you're doing a lot of stuff and you're used to doing this and that, sometimes I've done that by accident. I was like, oops. And then the tempo was all crazy and I go, oh my God. Then I have to try to get it back. These are just too close for comfort, but I've gotten more used to it through the years and DJing with this board a lot. To me, the MK2 would have been much better if they would have taken this deck and made it a mirrored layout to that one. That way this pitch fader would be over here somewhere, this would be moved over there, and then these two platters would be more symmetrical. This would be out the way. I'd have more room here, because that has been a complaint from a lot of DJs who use the Rane One, is that it's too cramped down here in this area. I kind of agree with them on that. The way they could have solved that easily would have been to make this a mirrored layout. And that would have just set that Rane One MK2 off perfectly. But once again, they didn't ask my opinion, so we get what we get. Maybe they didn't make a mirrored layout because it would have been too costly for them. I don't know. But they would have knocked it out the ballpark had they done that. I saw someone else make a comment on a video earlier wondering about the effects paddles, because as we all know, that is one of the weak points of the original Rane One. These things are so flimsy, they will break on you. With you barely touching them, they'll break. So you have to be extremely careful with these things. You have to babysit them. Now, one thing that I do know that I've confirmed with a few buddies of mine is that the replacement plastic piece that locks this into place, those have been upgraded. So now they don't break as easily as the first models were. Now, I don't know for sure because I don't speak to the people at Rane, but I'm willing to bet that on the Rane One MK2 that they have improved the effects pedals and to put that new improved plastic piece underneath there. I mean, it would just make sense. They've already engineered a new piece that they're sending out for replacement, so they might as well put the piece in there because they are aware of the problem. Now, something else that they did for the new Rane One MK2 is they are shipping them out in white. White is going to be the default color. Now, of course, I don't have a problem with that because, as you can tell, I like a white controller. However, I think they dropped the ball on that one as well. I mean, yes, I like white controllers and a lot of DJs like white controllers, but I truly think that there are more DJs out there that like black controllers better. And I can kind of predict that that's going to be a problem with a lot of DJs. They're used to their black Rane Ones and they're going to want a black Rane One. Only a few DJs like the white ones, but I think the majority of DJs like the black Rane Ones. So, Rane, were you guys watching my videos that closely and you said, DJ 2 Legit has a white one? Let's make the new one a white one as well. I hope you didn't do that because I think black is more popular. And the last thing that I'd like to talk about on the Rane One is this right here. These are the mic controls. And once again, they're down here on this bottom part, and I can't stand any type of knobs on this bottom part here, but I've learned to live with it. This is why I like Pioneer controllers. On my Pioneer DDJ1000, all of these mic controls are right up here. So I got my volume, my treble, and my bass right there. And I use my onboard mic on my DDJ1000 all the time, and it sounds great to me. So I can make adjustments really, really quickly. Also, on my DDJ1000, we have the effects section right here, and we have a little button that I can toggle on and off on my microphone effects. I love that, and I use that all the time. Turn my effects on, turn them off. Well, one of the big complaints that we have with the Rane One is that it doesn't allow you to put effects on the microphone. However, I hear that on the new Rane One MK2, they are going to allow you to put effects on the microphone. But they're going to do it in a very dumb way. Sorry, Rane. From what I've heard, if this is true, you guys dropped the ball once again. You will be able to put effects on your microphone, but guess what? There will be software effects and you'll have to go into your computer, into your software, change some kind of setting in there, and then it's just done. Whatever changes you make to the setting, that's what you're going to get. There will be no way to physically control the microphone effects from a physical button. I can't believe it. I can't believe they would do something like that. It's like you ask them for something, give us this, and they go, okay, we'll give it to you, but we're going to give it to you in a way that you're not going to want to use it. I'm serious. Who would want to use an effect that way on a microphone in a live setting? You have to be able to turn the effect on and off quickly. So first of all, we have to continue to deal with this, which I can't stand. And let me tell you another reason why I can't stand this. When I have my Rane 1 in my Pro X control tower, it's sitting flush. In the Pro X control tower, it comes out here and it covers all of this up. So all of this is covered in the control tower. So every time I need to access the microphone controls when it's in the Pro X control tower, I have to go underneath the tower and blindly try to figure out what I'm touching. And I hate that with a passion. If the mic controls were on top of the unit, I could do that and it would be so much easier. But that's another gripe for another day. Right now I'm talking about the microphone effects. Rane, if you're watching this, if you're listening to me right now, please, for the love of God, give us some type of button or way to turn the microphone effects on and off quickly on the controller. Period. Otherwise, these little software effects that you want to add to the microphone that we can only access in the computer in the software, worst idea ever. Please, I'm begging you. And you know what, guys? If they don't give us that, hopefully, I'm hoping that there will be some kind of button that I can map to the effects in the software to physically do it myself. If they at least give us that ability where I can grab a button on here, maybe a button up there or somewhere that I'm not using, and remap that to be a microphone effects on and off, me personally, I'll be in heaven. Now I'm thinking that they probably haven't given much thought to the microphone controls and microphone effects because maybe they're thinking many people that's going to be using that board will have an external mixer at their gigs. I'm not one of those people. I use everything that's on the controller. The microphone sounds great to me. I never have any problems. You guys have seen my gig logs. I connect my wireless microphones directly to my Rane. I give the microphone to a guest. They make toast, speeches, never have any problems. Sounds crystal clear, sounds great. For everybody that claims that these things don't have good microphone preamps or whatever, I think you guys just don't know what you're doing. That's the only thing that I can gather because I never have any problems. But then again, I was a sound engineer before I became a DJ, so that might have a little something to do with it. I don't know. So anyway, guys, that's going to be all my thoughts concerning the new Rane 1 MK2. I do see myself purchasing one. I don't know if I'll get one this year because I'm really happy with my current Rane 1, especially since I have it MIDI mapped the way I like to work. So this gets the job done for me. Also, you notice this little effect unit I got over here? This is an effect unit that I have routed to the mic preamp. So when I'm using this, I press this button, it turns the effects on. Press it again, it turns it off. That's my little workaround for the microphone effects, on and off, and it works great. I just wish that they would implement something like that in the Rane 1 MK2. All right, you guys, that's going to conclude this video. And all in all, I'd like to say I'm very, very happy that at least they gave us something. They did make a lot of improvements to the Rane 1, and I commend them for that. The biggest improvement is the effects section and the stems. However, the improvements that they made for the stems, not really going to affect me that much because I already re-MIDI mapped my Rane 1 so that I can have stem access perfectly anyway, so I'm good there. But I am very excited about the new Rane 1 Mark II, looking forward to its release. I may not even get one this year. I may just go ahead and stick true to my New Year's resolution of 2025, no more new gear. But maybe in 2026, I'll get me one. We'll see. I do see myself owning one in the future, just don't know how soon. Probably 2026. All right, you guys, if you found this video interesting in any type of way, please smash that subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 8,000 subscribers. I've been trying all year last year and all year this year. And that 8,000 seems to be difficult for me to reach. So help a brother out. Smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, and you know I will answer any of the questions that you have. And once again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. And as always, it's your boy DJ 2 Legit. and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.